First one you're looking for is the stone wave. And then from there, instead of going up, follow along here and you'll get to a small car park that runs along. You're looking for the phone box. You can park there, but it's normally quite full. You can go over that way, but where we need to go is straight up this way and it leads you onto the campsite. You can go along that side, but I found last time it was quite long and I came back this way, so I'm going to head up this way first and then we'll get to the Stone Wave campsite. The track up to the campsite is pretty, you can't lose yourself. It's all the way there. The campsite's actually like a big open wooded grassy area, so it doesn't look like a campsite, but you'll see loads of people parked there. So you're just going to go past this. So the other route from the phone box that I showed you goes across there and runs all the way along there. I just think it's a harder path, and you cross over there and come back over this side, so you may as well just walk through this way. So the campsite gate is there, and this was the path you was on, so it'll be running alongside you. The other path is on the far end along there, so just keep following up. You'll see campers parked up. Just keep going along the path and they'll be on your left, and then you should meet Galeni Force. So that's the campsite that I showed you. You obviously come down this path here, and that was the far end that I showed you. So if you just keep following this through the gate at the end, then you're very nearly at Galeni Force. Now you come to this bit here just after the campsite, and if you look down onto your left, that's the route that takes you up to Galeni Force, however you pronounce it. And what I'm going to do is go further around and go further along that way. If you meet the house with the green barn door, you're on the right route. It brings you around, and there's Crag, brings you all the way around. And what you're going to do is go behind there and then straight up, and I'll show you that bit in a second. So you come to this bit where the big stone is. There's quite a lot of pools along here, little fountains. They are worth a look. I'm going to have a look on the way back. Galeni Force is down there behind the rock, behind that green where that tree is. And where we're going is up here and through the valley there. So just make sure when you get to that rock, it splits off 1, 2, 3 ways. Make sure you take the third and just keep going. That's took me around about 20 minutes to get from the car park to where I am now. So it's not a long walk at all. It's not steep. It's just got water running through the ground and little rocky surfaces, but I've got boots and shorts on and I'm fine. You get a very impressive view of the mountains here. So as I say, if you had to come from that side where that wall is, you cross the bridge there and you're basically on Galeni Force is down there now. I've done that route last time, so I wanted to take this higher route and see this way. So I can't tell you what's up here yet, but I know what's around the corner, as I did half walk up to it. See you guys when we get on the main street. So Galeni Force is there. These are the rapids that all flow into it. Quite a nice few spots that you can stop. And that's the way I've come from. And all you're going to do is continue up here. In a minute it opens up into the valley, and it's quite a clear route all the way up to Black Moss Pot. And at this point, the ground gets quite slippy and rocky in places, so I do suggest a good pair of boots rather than trainers, because you will slip. Your trainers will get wet. If you get wet feet, it's not worse. And that's how blisters are caused as well, so you may as well get yourself a decent pair of boots before you take on any of these climbs up to waterfalls, etc. It could be a lifesaver. It'll also comfort as well, so once you get to this point, there's an option. You can either go over the bridge or go straight up there. We're going to take the bridge and then go on the left side all the way up there. With beautiful, beautiful clear waters here. So once you cross the bridge, you'll come to this open valley bit that I was talking about. On the left you got the mountain, and then behind you you got some lovely views. I always suggest stopping, have a look behind you, because the amount of people that just keep their head down looking at the route, and you miss so much. So yeah, just make your way onto the left of the bridge and then carry on the way up. You could probably just about make in the distance whereabouts it is, but I shall see you guys a little bit further up. If you watch my other videos, there's my favourite rock. I say rock, it's a fucking boulder. Imagine that coming down. Ooh. So a little bit further along, so total journey so far is about 25 to 30 minutes, quite steady walking, and you'll come up to another gate, go through the gate, lovely cliffside. So you go through the gate, and please make sure you shut all the gates. It does keep the farmers happy, and then the land's not kind of closed off for everyone in the future. Not that would stop most of us, but beautiful overhanging tree there, give you a nice shelter during the day. So yeah, you go through the gate, and then what you'll do is you'll end up with a big long view of where you're heading. So you can just about make it out now. Black Moss Pot. I'm not going to film the whole journey there. You can kind of make out where it is now. See, in the middle of the valley, absolutely beautiful. Beautiful day as well. Nice before we get to the waterfall. If you're coming this way, it's quite rocky, hilly, up and down. So if you get tired, once you get there, come back along the left hand side. So obviously if you was facing that way, it'd be on your left hand side. Come back along there because it's quite a nice gravel path and it's less resistance on your legs. If you are coming this way, bring some walking sticks with you. They do help a lot. If anything, they just help you keep your balance, but they also can help you drive up with your knees if you've got bad knees, like a lot of people that I know. So see you guys when I get closer to the Black Moss Pot. Once you get to this bit here, you start to hear the waterfall treacle, and you're looking for that big sticking out rock on the top there, boulder. And you're just going to make your way up. You can normally see roughly where people have trod, and you're basically following the route all the way up, and you'll come to the top of these bricks here. So as you get to that big rock and turn the corner, you'll probably end up seeing all the crowds, and you're basically there. You going? Yeah. you come up here and then I'm coming back down this way, and that'll lead you back to the car park again where we parked up at the school. And that way you get to see both sides of the mountains. So here's my most favourite rock in the whole of the Lake District. My favourite stone, boulder. Fuck the size of it, man! Look at it! So I'm just heading back down on the opposite side of where we went up, and I'm going to go and have a quick look at Galani Force, head back towards Turfan. Surprisingly, there's no one here today. They're all up at the top bit. Now this is Fairy Glen, Galani Force, Fairy Glen. Now some of you will remember from the other video, that's where I tarp camped. And you can obviously see why the colour of the water is emerald, is because the stones are near enough blue tint to them, and that's what gives it the emerald colour underneath. Such a beautiful spot. There you go, so I'm nearly back at the car park now. So obviously I came up on the left, I came all the way to the right, then I crossed over that bridge to the left and done a circular back to that bridge, and then came back down. And now as you can see, the cottage that I showed you at the start is now there. So I've kind of come back through the middle, but I'm going to end up on the campsite. If anyone's coming to do this route, I suggest parking at the school. It's only limited parking, maybe about 12 spaces. I've never had a problem finding car parking spaces, and what they've got there is an honesty box. The other option is you can park up along the way. There's quite a few little dotted park up spaces on the side, but it is limited. The other option is you can go into the campsite. I believe it's £8 honesty box. Pay £8 and you can stay the night. But if you're not staying the night, I suggest parking up somewhere else. But go down below, subscribe guys if you haven't. I've got a lot more videos coming. I say that on every video, but it's true. And I'll let you guys enjoy the rest of the walk back in peace. I shall see you guys in the next one. Off Grid Adventure UK. Thanks for watching.